Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the core fundamental JavaScript concepts that you need to know or master if you want to master React, if you want to be a good React developer. So the first thing to understand about React is that it's fundamentally JavaScript, right? It is a JavaScript framework or a library. So the better you are at JavaScript, the better you will be a React developer. Yes, when it comes to React, you do need to understand how React works. So what is a JSX component? What are hooks? What are functional components? What are class components? Why do we use the use effect versus class components, componented mount? What are props? Things like that. But those concepts are specific to React. They apply only to React. But once you master these simple rules, let's say, of working with React, what is going to make you stand out from the other React developers is how good you are in JavaScript. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the fundamental concepts of JavaScript, which you will need in your journey of becoming a better React developer. So let's just start off with the very simple object destructuring or even array destructuring. So destructuring is a concept of JavaScript, which is a special syntax that allows us to unpack objects and arrays using a very simple, easy to understand syntax. So instead of writing const x equals to array 0, const y equals to array 1, we can use the destructuring concepts of JavaScript to quickly and easily unpack objects and arrays both. So in this video, we are not going to go very deep into each of these topics. What we are going to do is cover all the important things that you need to understand or get comfortable with about JavaScript in order to be better at React, right? So destructuring is one of those things. Second up on the lists are conditionals. So I'm going to cover both ternary operators and shorthand double ampersands, which we use extensively in React. Short conditionals like the double ampersand or the or is going to come very handy when you're working with React, even though it's a JavaScript concept, but you are going to see that you will need this every day when you're working with React, because when you are returning a JSX element, you want to see a very simple condition: is logged in, return this component, else return that component, or if this variable is true, only then return this specific JSX component. So this double ampersand or the ternary operator, where if condition is true, then this, else this, comes in very handy when you are working with React. Just another added tip: if you're using double ampersand, make sure that the boolean or the value that you are trying to check, and so the syntax is very simple, right? You have curly braces, you have a variable whose value you want to check, double ampersand, and then you have the component that you want to return. If the value turns out to be true, the component will be returned. If the value turns out to be false, it's not going to be returned, right? But there's a catch here. In case if your value that you are trying to check does not return a boolean, that can cause some problems for you. If that value turns out to be 0, it can make the component return entirely 0. So be mindful of that. The other things are the functions that we call on arrays, like the map function, the filter function, the reduce function, understanding spread operators and rest operators. Again, this is something used very often when you are working with React. Once you understand the basic concepts of how React works, it's all JavaScript. The better you are at JavaScript, the better you will be as a React developer in your journey. So take your time to master JavaScript. Even if you are just solving simple problems in lead code or something, I suggest you can use JavaScript, because then you will become more familiar with the language. So that's it for this video. We're going to make more videos covering each of these topics in depth. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.